What's up, viewers? It's Eric from B-Song. Today I'm very excited to announce two new products for the new Toyota vehicles. This includes many 2018 to current Toyota vehicles such as Camry and also the new 4Runners that they just changed the infotainment system, the Tacoma, the Tundra, and so forth. Many of you guys have been asking, so finally we have came out with this product. The first product I want to introduce you is the TCAM-02, and we have that kit over here. Basically what this kit does is it allows navigation, DVD in motion, and also 2 camera inputs or 1 camera input and 1 AV input. So AV includes video, left and right speakers. So that's the first product. The second product is a TIF-02, and basically TIF-02 is a TCAM-02. In addition to that, it will come with this HDMI to AV adapter, which makes it a smartphone mirroring kit. So the TIF-02, just like the TCAM-02, it comes with a navigation and video in motion. It also comes with a camera input, so you could use that for a front camera or side camera. And it also comes with the smartphone mirroring for the AV input. So this is just like the previous IF-02 and CS6EP all put together in one kit. All right, now that I introduced the new product, let me go ahead and show you how everything is connected for both configuration of TCAM-02 and TIF-02. This is the interface module, and we also have the plug-and-play harness. And if you look at this adapter here, you'll find 3 dip switch settings. The first is off-off, which says AV only, which is the video input or for smartphone mirroring. You'll also find on-off, which is video only, which is the camera input only. And the third setting is off-on, which is both camera input and for mirroring or video input. And the last setting that you see, that says for test programming, you go ahead and ignore that. So let me show you how this is connected. So we have the main harness here. And once you get behind your radio, which I will show you later, there's going to be 2 connectors. It's all plug and play. Basically, you disconnect the factory plug and you will daisy chain our connector into it. And once you do that, just simply take this main connector here and just connect it just like that, okay? Let's go with the first configuration. So if you want to only use this for video input only, you will be using these male RCAs over here, okay? We got 3 male RCA. Got the left and right audio. We also have the video input. And whether it's a DVD player that you want to insert or any sort of media device, you will connect it into this. And why did we make this into a male-female? Because we actually made this to combine with our HDMI AV adapter, and so that it'll go right in. But of course, this kit here, the TCAM-02, does not come with this. This is a different kit if you want to add this on. So you'll probably be wanting to connect something else over here. And if you look further on the harness, you will find another camera cable. This is for the camera input. And this could be for your front camera or the side camera. And once all these is connected, how you toggle between the 2 different inputs, the AV input and the camera input, is by long pressing the menu button. It'll cycle through it. So the first time, so you long press the menu button, it'll first go into AV, and then it'll go into camera as well. And further, if you look over here, we have these power and ground cables. So one of them is going to be for your AV unit, and the other one is going to be for your camera. So we have both connections to power your camera and also your AV unit, so that you don't have to splice into the factory wires. All right, and for the TIF-02, same concept. Everything's going to be connected the same. The only difference is you will get this HDMI to AV adapter, the IF-36. And if you look at the IF-36, you will already have this wire here with the power and the ground. So you will grab one of these 2 and you will just plug it in. Match the colors, black to black and red to red. Very simple, okay? At the same time, you go to your RCA cables and you will also connect these. Just match the colors, red, white, and also the yellow. And that's it. That's how the HDMI to AV adapter will be connected. It's being powered by this harness over here, and it's getting the video signals from here. And from here on out, depending on what phone you're going to be mirroring, you will connect one of two devices. So if you have an Android device that has the wireless mirroring capability, then you will use the ScreenBeam Mini 2. This is what we recommend. We tested many different types of wireless mirroring, and this works the best. This is the most stable and the most reliable, and it hasn't given any issues. And the link to purchase this will be on our product website. And all you do is grab this, just plug it in here to HDMI in, just like that. And this USB power for the ScreenBeam Mini 2 will plug back in to this HDMI AV adapter. So this HDMI AV adapter not only has the capability of converting HDMI to AV, it also has a capability of a power supply. So it does both. Very convenient. And all the connection for this setup is complete for a smartphone mirroring on an Android device. And all we have to do is get behind the radio and plug these in, these cables in. And on top of this, if you want to add a front camera or side camera, all you have to do is connect any aftermarket camera to this. Just connect over here for the RCA, and these will power up the camera. All right, so for example 2, how to connect to an iPhone. So instead of using this, this is made for an Android. All right, if you're an iPhone user, you will want to get this Apple AV adapter. Make sure you get the official Apple one. Do not get any third-party or aftermarket one because it will not work. You're going to have a lot of glitches and run into issues. So make sure you get the one from Apple. So basically, this Apple AV adapter is a Lightning to HDMI adapter. And once you get this, you'll notice that they're both female cables. So you're either going to need a joint cable like this, an HDMI male-to-male, or you could just buy a standard HDMI cable. Okay, so for this case, we're just going to use this joint cable. I'm going to plug it in on one side, and you'll also notice a lightning cable here. So you'll just plug in any lightning cable for charging. Okay, so that when your phone is being mirrored, you could charge your phone. And you're going to connect like this. And the other side of this, you're going to grab this and then just plug it in. Just like that. And then your phone will connect onto here. But of course, this is going to be behind your radio. You're going to want to plug this in inside your car. So you're going to need to purchase an additional lightning extension cable. And I will leave the link of that in our product page as well. This is one way. Another way is to get a longer HDMI cable here. So instead of using this, you have an HDMI cable connecting. And you could actually route this whole device inside your car, so you could connect your phone directly onto this. So you have two ways. If you want a cleaner look, you could use the lightning extension cable if you don't mind a little bit more clutter, but a little more flexibility, because if you have the HDMI connection inside your vehicle, you could switch between the Apple AV device and also the Android. It just takes an unplug from the HDMI cable and replug into it. So a little bit more flexible. So depending on your needs, you have two choices. And of course, depending on what setting you use, you will be adjusting that on this dip switch over here. There's two dip switches that you can adjust based on what functionality that you'll be using. All right, well, this is the product. Let's go ahead to our RAV4 and show you how it's installed. All right, guys, we're inside a RAV4, and I'm going to show you how to remove the radio. It's super easy. All you need is a panel removal tool like this, and also a 10mm socket wrench. All right, and then just go ahead and grab back here, okay? And then just pull up. Very easy. And there's gonna be 4 bolts behind there, okay, that you need to remove. All right, so after you remove these 4 bolts, just pull this out towards you. Just like that. It'll come off very easily. And use a thick towel like this to cover this area up to protect it. Just tuck it in here. And you could just let it out like this. Alright guys, so we just removed the radio, and for this vehicle we already installed a front camera interface, our CS10 EP, so it's kind of in here already. You can install this together with our front camera kit, and whether or not you have a front camera kit or not, so you should have these 3 connectors here, and we're going to be focusing on the 2 right ones, so the center one and the one on the right. And our harness will connect plug and play into it. So what you want to do is go in here and just push down on this release tab and just pull this out. Let's do it for this one as well. Okay. Once you remove it, grab our kit and just daisy chain. So one end will connect to the factory harness and the other end will connect into the radio. Okay, do it for the other connector as well. Just like that. And everything else is already pre-connected from our bench. Then we're going to go ahead and connect our Apple device. Okay, so this kit that we just connected is the TIF-02. So smartphone mirroring plus navigation DVD motion, and also one additional camera input that we're not going to be showing today, but I'll give you an example of how it works. So I have all this connected, and also connect my charger to this power supply here, just like that. Then let's go ahead and test it. Okay, because we did disconnect the connectors, radio will initialize the first time. All right, so this is the normal screen. This normal factory infotainment screen, and to go into your AV mode, you're going to long press the mode button. So we connected our iPhone 12 Pro to this, and the mirroring is working. So for this mirroring device, because we are stepping down from HDMI to RCA, the picture quality on the screen will be more like a DVD quality compared to like today's 4K quality. So while mirroring, I'll only recommend you to use this for videos such as YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, and so forth. What I do not recommend this for is for map applications or any other screen mirroring functions other than any sort of video players. So let me give you guys an example here. So this is Google Maps, and the newer phones these days, because it is longer, like this 9 Pro Max, you will get these areas that's cut off over here, and unfortunately there's nothing we could do about it. Just depends on your aspect ratio and the resolution of the phone nowadays. If you have a smaller phone, it will fill up the screen much more than this. If you look at it, it's legible. You could read the street signs, you could see everything going on. It's not the best quality, but this car does come with CarPlay, so you should not have the need to mirror a map. But if you are planning on getting this just for map function, I'm not sure if I could recommend that to you guys. This is Apple Maps. Alright. So as you can see, the difference in the sharpness between the phone and the screen, it's definitely noticeable. It is legible, it's usable, but still, I don't really recommend it for any map because the car does already come with CarPlay. But say that you want to watch a movie with this.
I'm here at Volvo to find out what is the ultimate safety test.
Alright, so as you can see, this is an advertisement, but this video is fully using the screen. It's because when this video was filmed, it was used using the standard aspect ratio, not the current widescreen. Here right now I'm mirroring our YouTube video. Your phone will go into the AirPlay mode, so when it does, you can lock your phone just like that. The video will continue to play. So this is YouTube, and another example for you. Let me open up a Netflix video. Alright, there it is. Alright, so while it's mirroring my phone, if you long press the mode, it will take you back to the factory mode. Okay, you long press again. Okay, and it'll take you back into phone mirroring mode. And sometimes when you long press the mode, it will mute the sound, your car sound. When your sound does mute, when you go in and out of the CarPlay and non-CarPlay mode, just long press it one more time for a few seconds, and then the sound will come back. So once again, long press it, it'll mute, just long press it a little bit, and then just let go after you hear that beep.
Rebuild the cars, become a monster.
All right, and then now let me go ahead and show you the setting for if you have both the additional camera input in addition to your phone mirroring. So to do that, let me turn off the vehicle for a moment. I'm gonna unplug this. And I'm going to change the setting, dip switch setting on here. Okay, so basically I'm in the mode which enables both a camera input and video input as well. So the first time you long press the mode button, this is the video input. So we don't have anything connected to it, but say that we had a camera connected to it, you'll be seeing the camera, whether it's a front camera or a side camera. For this specific vehicle, we already have a front camera installed using our CS10 EP. So for him, he would probably want to install another side camera. So you could access the side camera pushing this button. Then you long press it one more time, and it'll take you to the video input. I press it one more time, and it'll take you back to the factory. And then the next mode is just using it only for the camera input. And then off. It's just for the phone mirroring. All right, there's our video input. And then off on is camera input plus video. All right, and let me go ahead and switch the devices. So right now we're mirroring an iPhone. Let me show you how it looks mirroring an Android device using the wireless system. So we are going to plug this ScreenBeam Mini 2 in. Let's connect both of these and just simply connect this ScreenBeam Mini 2 and power the ScreenBeam Mini 2 using this HDMI AV adapter. All right, so once it's loaded, you go to your phone and just swipe down onto the drop-down menu and go left, and then there's an option called Smart View. Make sure your phone is compatible with this. If it isn't, you are going to need a USB Type-C to HDMI cable. Okay, start casting with Smart View. Start now. And you'll see the screen says connecting you now. All right, and here it is. Once again, I don't recommend using this for maps, although you can use it, but it won't be optimal. So this is how it will look if you want to use this for your maps. And as you can see, this does fill up a little bit more screen because of the setting that I changed on the phone. You can change your phone aspect ratio, full screen on the connected device. All right, there it is. And if you want to use this for Waze, let me see how Waze looks.
Let's take Beach Boulevard, Buena Park.
Okay. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. But as you can see here, you cannot control from the touchscreen. You have to control from your phone. If you're going to use this for maps on your Android device, I do recommend using Waze. And then let me go ahead and show you how the YouTube will look. So here is how it looks mirroring your Android device. And what's cool about mirroring your Android device through ScreenBeam Mini 2, you can change the aspect ratio here. And of course, by selecting an aspect ratio that matches the mirrored device will give you the optimal results. All right, guys, so now let me go ahead and go for a test drive, show you how everything works while the vehicle is driving. So of course, when you put your backup camera, the backup camera will always take priority. Does not matter which screen you're at. What's another cool feature about this product is it'll unlock all the grayed out features while driving on your factory infotainment system, such as entering addresses and doing Bluetooth setup, and whatever functions that was blocked before is now accessible all time. Alright guys, well this concludes our installation and demonstration of our two new kits, TCAM-02 and also the TIF-02. And the next step, we're just going to clean it up, just put it all behind the radio. There's a lot of room back there, so just tuck it, put it back in, just reverse order the process it took to remove the radio, and that will conclude everything. So if you have any questions, drop a line below, or you can email us at info@bsoniciusa.com. It's a new product. We're very, very excited. We think we're going to do very well, and we think you're going to be very happy with this product. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you.